Good evening, family. I wasn't going to do another devotional, but I just feel a strong word at the moment in my heart. At the moment, it's like 10:30 at night tonight, and I just feel that we really need to spend time in the Word every day, and we need to spend time in prayer every day, because there's days that we're living in are becoming more and more amped up with all sorts of things that are happening in the world. Our faith will be tested. And I just want to encourage each other that, we will survive the trials if we are focusing on Jesus. It reminds me of the story of Peter when he was in the saw Jesus walking on the water. That was late at night, and they were in the middle of a storm, and they were tired. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, I think it was. And they see Jesus walking across the water towards them, and they're freaking out, thinking, "Oh my goodness, it's a ghost! Oh, what is this?" And then Jesus calls out to them and says, fear not, it is I, Jesus. And then Peter says, well, if it really is you, Jesus, bid me to come. And Jesus said, come. He didn't say, oh no, you need to go to Bible college for 2 years or 3 years or whatever. No, you need to spend, a month in prayer and fasting and everything. No, just come to me. And so Peter climbed out of the boat, and as he climbed out of the boat, suddenly the water beneath his feet became solid. Wow, that's pretty awesome. And and then he started to walk towards Jesus, and he kept his eyes focused on Jesus, and he was walking on the water. But the minute he took his eyes off the Lord and started to pay attention to the waves and the ocean, the roaring waves around him, and the winds, he began to sink, because his faith was no longer in Jesus Christ. His faith was in what he saw before him, and he sank. So that's what's happening this day and age. If we take our sights off Jesus, our Savior, if we take our sights off the final destination that the Lord has for us, then we're going to be battered by the winds and waves around us. We're going to start to sink. But what did Peter do when he started to sink? He cried out, Jesus, Jesus! And immediately Jesus reached out his hand and pulled him back up and walked back to the boat. Now, this story could very well be a story. I like to call it not the story of the one man who walked on the water, but the 11 disciples who lacked faith, the 11 disciples who failed. There's nothing to say that all of the disciples could have got out of the boat and all walked towards Jesus, and they could have all walked on the water with Jesus, left the boat. The Bible could have read that. The boat was lost in the storm, and they all walked to shore with Jesus in the middle of the night. There's nothing to say that could not have happened. So it's not the story of the one man's failure. It's the story of the 11 who failed, because they didn't get out of the boat. Only Peter did. They could have all walked to the shore, holding hands, rejoicing, praising the Lord. The boat could have been lost, and they could be walking to the shore with Jesus. But no, they didn't. So I just want to encourage us all that we should be in the Word. We need to be in the Word every day. Every day, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes. Every day we need to get the Bible out and we need to read the Bible. Same with our prayer. Every day we need to be in prayer. Even again, 10, 20 minutes, we need to be in prayer every day. Because these days we need to keep our eyes on Jesus and take our eyes off the world and what's going on in the world, because we want to come out the other end victorious and glorious, and with a great testimony of what the Lord has done for us. So I just want to share that with you guys. Hope you guys are blessed, and we'll see you again. Bye.